Jesus was not the first person to claim to be the Messiah. In fact, when many of the religious leaders began to worry that the story of Jesus was spreading too quickly, a prominent Pharisee named Gamaliel spoke to the Sanhedrin, the high Jewish council, and reminded them of the stories of Theudas and Judas, two false messiahs who had attracted large followings. But both had been killed, and their followers quickly dispersed. When Jesus died on the cross publicly, it's easy to believe that many of the people who had followed him walked away that night without any hope. Another false messiah who had turned out to be a big disappointment. But Jesus wasn't finished. 3 days later, the crucified rabbi came back to life. Death had tried to take him, but he had won. As Peter had said at Caesarea Philippi, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God," and his resurrection put an end to the power of sin and death once and for all. Unlike previous movements, this one would not fail. The message of Jesus would go out to most of the known world. Even Pharisees and Sadducees would come to believe in this Jesus as the Messiah, including a student of Gamaliel, a Pharisee named Paul, who used his Roman citizenship to spread the message of Jesus throughout the known world.
It's in this port in Caesarea where Herod the Great built a magnificent praetorium where I'm standing, a palace behind me, and a hippodrome and theater that would not only show his power and strength to Rome, but also to the Jewish citizens whom he ruled over here. It was that same power that he desired to have a hold of that caused him to kill the infants decades before. But just as it didn't work then, little did he know that Paul would be standing in this place before being sent to Rome to share the message of the Savior whom he followed, just as the disciples after him would be leaving this very port to go into all the world to share that message.
The answer to the universal fear of death had arisen. In Aramaic, he was called Ishao. In Hebrew, Yeshua. In Greek, Christos. Today, we know him as Jesus.